Hello, I'm Amy McGorry. Today, Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney faces questions about a story Newsday broke about alleged Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann planning to plead guilty.
It's not my decision, and I'm not even a party to that decision. And we're just going to have to wait and see.
Tierney says any plea is strictly between Heuermann and his defense attorney. The architect from Massapequa Park is accused of killing 7 women. In a few moments, a veteran prosecutor and defense attorney analyzes why Heuermann might be making this move. Tiger Woods has been arrested on suspicion of DUI. Authorities say the professional golfer struck another vehicle and rolled his Land Rover this afternoon near his home on Jupiter Island in Florida. Officials believe he was impaired by medication. We're told he was not injured and crawled out of the passenger side of his vehicle. Woods' manager has not responded for comment. This is reportedly the 3rd car crash Woods has been involved in. 18 alleged members and associates of the Riverhead-based 48 gang have been indicted on charges including gun trafficking and homicide.
The conduct charged in the indictment occurred between 2021 through 2025 and includes 3 long-term conspiracies, 8 armed robberies, 7 shootings, including 2 murders, and the possession of 13 illegal weapons.
The gang has been tied to 2 previously unsolved killings, the 2021 murder of Marcel Arrington in Mastic Beach and the 2023 murder of James Ayers in Riverhead. Officials say a Mount Vernon police detective, Kieran Bronskill, is accused of selling firearms to gang members. The prosecution and defense rested their cases today in the murder trial of Guy Rivera. He's accused of killing NYPD Detective Jonathan Diller back in 2024. The jury is expected to start deliberations on Tuesday. TSA workers will start getting paid as early as Monday, according to the Trump administration. There were long lines at LaGuardia today. You can see them there. TSA workers have been missing checks since a partial government shutdown began February 14th. Since then, thousands of TSA workers have reportedly called out sick and hundreds have quit. Yesterday, President Trump said he would stop the, quote, chaos at airports across the country with an emergency order. The low-cost transit service Brentwood Go could completely shut down by the end of next week because it is set to lose state funding on Monday. The service's closing could change if the service enters the state budget or finds another funding source. Brentwood Go picks up and drops off passengers in Brentwood during the week using one of the service's 10 electric vehicles for no more than $2.50. We're told it's used by 3,000 passengers each month. All right, now let's take a quick look at tomorrow's weather. Bundle up again as temperatures dip into the 30s, hovering just above the freezing mark at 32 degrees when you wake up in the morning. It does get a little bit warmer with some sun and a few clouds, but not much warmer with a high of 41. Newsday broke the story about victims' family members saying they had been notified that Rex Heuermann was planning to plead guilty. Today, the Suffolk DA fielded questions about the defense's plan and how his office plans to handle it.
It's not my decision, and I'm not even a party to that decision. And we're just going to have to wait and see.
District Attorney Ray Tierney reacting to a story Newsday broke that accused Gilgo serial killer Rex Heuermann is expected to plead guilty to the murders of 7 women. Newsday's Suffolk courts reporter Grant Parpan spoke about how our team of reporters was able to get the story first.
About 6 months ago is when we first really started to hear that picking up that Rex Heuermann was interested in pleading guilty to the alleged crimes. Once we started to hear that the families were notified, then that became a way to confirm that and to be able to report it.
We asked a former Suffolk prosecutor and current defense attorney about the possible strategy behind a guilty plea.
Why he's doing it, only he knows the real reason, but it may have to do with his family. That's the best thing I can think of.
While the move may spare victims' families and Heuermann's family the ordeal of a trial, experts say it's unlikely to make a difference in the punishment, which would be life in prison.
If he wants to plead, he can't stop him, but he can certainly have him allocute to everything and not give him any break whatsoever. He gets nothing. He doesn't save a day. He will die in jail.
We spoke to one of Heuermann's longtime neighbors in Massapequa Park about the possible guilty plea.
Hopefully justice is going to be served, one way or the other. But yeah, it's a little surprising that he's pleading guilty.
Heuermann is expected back in court in less than 2 weeks.
April 8th is fast approaching, so we'll see what happens.
Now, Newsday has reached out to Heuermann's defense attorney, Michael Brown, about the expected guilty plea. He has not gotten back to us. Only in Newsday, a young girl saved after being held captive for 16 days. We're headed back to the 90s for Picture This.
One of the most intense stories that Newsroom had ever done.
It was a crime that shocked Long Island and the nation.
She lived for 16 days inside the space of a coffin.
January 1994, 10-year-old Katie Beers found alive after being held captive in an underground bunker.
Nobody had any inkling that he had planned this diabolical dungeon for her at least a year ago.
Little Katie Beers of Bayshore was reported missing December 28th by family friend John Esposito.
I remember him talking about how he had lost her at the arcade, and he scrunched up his face and sort of made some crying noises, and I thought, but there are no tears coming out.
Police searched Esposito's home several times, but never found Katie, who was there all along. She was being held underground in a bunker he built 18 months before to hold her captive.
And she would be banging on the walls of her prison to get their attention. That was so heartbreaking.
Esposito told Beers he intended to keep her in the bunker for the rest of her life, but eventually admitted to kidnapping her.
Yan was here on Saxon Avenue the night Katie was rescued, more than 2 weeks after she had been reported missing. The press and even the police feared the worst.
She was just walked out with a single police officer, and I was sort of frozen. I was thinking, is that her? She's being walked out and she's now on a stretcher. After she was found, a lot of calls came in to the authorities and to the police saying they wanted to adopt her.
Katie was raised by foster parents and now is a motivational speaker. Newsday caught up with her in 2013 following her book release.
The kidnapping was definitely one of the best things that could have happened to me. It not only got me out of my abusive childhood that I was in, it brought me to live with my parents, it brought me to my siblings, it brought me to therapy, it completely helped me recover.
Reporting for Newsday TV, I'm Macy Egland.
Watch more of Picture This on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Feed Me is brought to you by GL Homes, a reputation built on quality and trust since 1976.
A rainbow cookie meets a donut. Ah, the perfect match, right? We stopped by Alpine Pastry Shop in Smithtown for today's Feed Me TV.
These are the viral rainbow cookie donuts you could only find here at Alpine Pastry Shop in Smithtown. Let's go inside and see how they're made.
We came up with this donut. We combine things that people love. They love donuts. They love our rainbow cookies. Most places do it with just raspberry, and we do it with just apricot. Now for this donut, we combine the two.
This looks good just like this, but obviously we'd have to dip it. So if you don't mind, please do the most beautiful baptism of this donut and dip it in the chocolate.
Let's go. What I thought would be, me making just a little bit at a time, maybe 100 or so, turned into me making several hundred every day.
I know you really like when people break them in half. That was one of the things. So you ready? We're to break one of these in half? Or just totally destroy it? Look at that. Dude, this is really good. The apricot just takes it to like a different level.
Yeah.
And the chocolate, it's not crunchy, it's soft like you said.
Yes.
So this is like 1,000 of these. Like 1,000 of these with some coffee. No joke, this is like a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna eat all this.
Wow, that looks ridiculously good, right? See more local viral food and places to eat on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. High expectations for one of the top high school boys lacrosse programs in the country, and it's right here on Long Island. Today, Michael Ciccoli takes us on the field with the Chaminade Flyers.
Expectations are as high as ever for Chaminade boys lacrosse, but whether it's St. Anthony's or another ranked school on their schedule, they know they're going to play their game, and their game is something extraordinary to watch.
We love wins and losses, but our main objective is how can we put guys in the best position to develop, to grow, and we've been doing that for a long time in the classroom, on the field.
We've been taking it one game at a time and focusing on getting 1% better each day.
We put together a schedule that we think is pretty competitive. We expect some losses. We're okay with that. We want our kids to grow as a result of it.
We're all focused on us, right, as a team. We don't really care what the outsiders think. We're kind of just working on getting better every day.
Pressure is a privilege, and that's something that we all experience at Chaminade because the legacy that there is. Every game has been important for us, and it's all about playing for those who paved the way before us.
From Mineola and Chaminade High School, Michael Ciccoli, Newsday TV.
To see more on this story and Newsday's list of top 100 boys lacrosse players, visit Newsday.com. Click Get More. It's right there below the Newsday TV video box. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Saturday, a cold one as you get out the door walking that dog. Yeah, with temps in the 30s. Now it'll start warming up to around 40 throughout the day. Sunday temperatures start to trend on the warmer side, going up to the upper 40s on Sunday and into the 60s by midweek. Then they head back down to the mid-40s Thursday and Friday. And grab that umbrella. April showers are on the way and they will be hanging around throughout the week.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
For more on the stories you've seen today, just head on over to Newsday.com. Click Get More. It's right there underneath the Newsday TV video box. I'm Amy McGorry. More news coming up.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say, install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.